Hello everyone, and welcome to this fourth video in our series about content migration to Prismic. In the previous video, we went over to create documents on our migration object, but documents are only one part of the story. That's why in this video, we'll see how we can handle assets. In Prismic, assets are images, videos, or even PDFs. They are handled in Prismic media library inside your repository. And while creating a few of them here is as easy as drag and dropping a few files, in the case of migrating to Prismic, we want to handle them programmatically. So let's see how we can do that with our migration object. So let's get back to our code. Here we add our migration object, and creating an asset is done through calling migration.createAsset. From here, the easiest way to create an asset is to provide it with the URL of our assets and the name of our asset, in my case will be paris.jpg. Another way you can use to create asset is to do it by reading the asset from the file system. To do so, we will import fs from node.fs, and then we'll first read our file. Then we will convert it to a file by calling new file, providing it our buffer, the name of our asset, and finally its meme type. From here, we can create our asset similarly to what we have above with migration.createAssets. We provided our file and our file name. Finally, when we create assets, we can provide additional metadata to those, like notes, authors, credits, and alt, and this is all done through the third argument of migration.createAssets, where you can provide those values. Now that we have created some assets, we can reference them in documents. First of all, we'll just grab the value of our asset, so in the case of the Paris image with the Paris asset. And to use it in our document as an image, we can just provide it with the assets as is. So here we have the Hello World document, and it has a thumbnail property, which is an image. And to put our Paris image here, we just need to provide it with our Paris value. In the case of what we call a link to media at Prismic, this is slightly different. In that case, we need to provide an object with a link type property set to media. So let's do that with the author here, for example. We'll go with link type media, and then we need to provide an ID property with the value of our asset as we did before with the thumbnail. Links to media are mostly useful when you want, for example, to provide a PDF to download to your visitors. Great, so we covered how to create assets and how to reference them in our documents as images or as links. Another kind of link that exists within Prismic is a content relationship link. That is to say, a link from a document to another document. And this is what the next video is about.